Man, that was a breath of fresh air. Thank you so much for coming out. And Bobby, this is the first time you played with these guys. You just sat in.
Yeah, what time do we call him?
Like 2 o'clock.
It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Hey, you want to play bass?
1 o'clock or something. I wasn't even up yet, man. Were you sleeping?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he was like,
I was like, what?
Because I was like, do you want to play bass? He's like, what are you talking about? I play bass? Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was like, what? Man, I had that happen to me a couple of times. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What am I doing?
Well, Bobby did all the bass tracks on the 11-song album that we're working on as our band.
Nice.
And so, you know, we threw him in a couple situations where it's like, oh, I can sit with that for a second, you know. So, but I know that he can just play with anything and then everybody. So
why don't you just go down the line and introduce yourselves?
Yeah.
And yeah.
So I'll begin. I'm Jordan Davis. I play the drums. I've been playing since I was probably gonna say five, 6, and you know I played at church, I played in school, I played some musicals, I played on the cruise ship. I like to play the drums.
Nice.
And you play it well.
Thank you.
Very enjoyable.
which
Very
cruise
musical.
line or cruise ship?
Carnival.
Carnival.
The Carnival Breeze, actually.
Nice.
Out of Galveston, Texas.
Nice.
I think that was from 2015 to 2016. Yeah.
I got some buddies who do it for Royal Caribbean and stuff, and I lived in Key West for a bit, so all the cruise ships come in. So I always wonder, like, who are you with? You know, like.
Yeah. We stopped at the Key West one of our journeys,
Yeah.
but yeah, it makes you feel like a very important person when you're the only drummer on the ship. You're
Right.
responsible for all the drumming that goes
Nice.
on in the entire ship. It's like, you know, if something happens to me, they're screwed.
They're screwed.
Yeah,
They're
someone
screwed.
throws you off
Have to
the
airlift
boat.
someone in. They're screwed. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I have a family. I don't know how I could just keep going on and on. The family, we had a baby in February. She's 9 months today.
Nice.
There's also 2 twins that we have. They're 13. Yeah, it's a lot happening.
Do they like boats?
No, I don't know. We've never really taken them anywhere. It's just me and my wife got married, so we weren't married when I went on the cruise ship. But yeah, my dad plays bass. My oldest brother plays the drums as well. I started learning kind of because of him. He played at my church, and when he went to college, I started to be the drummer for the church in like 7th or 8th grade. So.
Were you doing drum solos like that for the church?
No,
I can hear that church influence.
I would, you know, after church would end, my family was the only people at the church because my mom would count the money. So it was just the drums there, and it was just, we had the whole church to ourselves, so I would just hop on and just play and
Cathedral
learn.
ceilings, yeah.
So it's like, there was a lot of the learning went in. My dad, since he played the bass, so he would always play with me, which was nice of him.
Sweet.
So,
Cool.
that's that.
All right.
Who's this gentleman here?
Do I even know my name? Yeah, my name is Emmanuel, I guess. And Emmanuel
He said, I guess.
Nsingani. And I'm from the Republic of Congo, but I live in the US. I've been living here for quite a while now. I moved from Raleigh to Harrisburg like 3 years ago, and met this wonderful guy that I've been playing with for like 3 years now. And I started playing when I was, I think, 4 years old. My dad was a guitarist and a singer as well. So I started with him, and around 10 years old, 11, my parents died. So music was the only thing that actually helped me to survive. So I had to learn how to be what I'm becoming day after day.
Right.
So actually it's been like 22 years since my father died today. It's like 22 years. The first song I even did, like the very first one, was like, that's the story of my dad, you know,
Yeah.
living. And so yeah, I love playing just like Jordan. Is there something else I'm forgetting? No, that's it. That's me.
We'll come back to you guys.
So what places in Harrisburg do you play at?
Before the pandemic,
That's what we're
sad.
talking about.
We used to play almost everywhere, I guess.
Yeah.
We started at River City Blues.
Oh yeah, I played over there.
River City Blues, yeah,
and
yeah.
We played over there.
We went to H Mark.
Yeah, I like it over there too.
Yeah, H Mark and like different places in Harrisburg. Not only Harrisburg, like York, Lancaster, and Carlisle.
You said it right.
And
Yeah.
Like that.
It's like all these four.
Yeah, you're
Places.
the regional.
Yeah.
Regional. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if I have to call it a triangle. Yeah. But,
Yeah, right.
but yeah, we.
The hexagon, the
Mhm.
trapezoid.
Pretty much.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and yeah, we did travel a lot and play a lot. Yeah, and in York, there was a time we were kind of the house band of a place that they called Gusa at the time, and yeah, we played there I think for a year, and the second year is like we started to be a little more busier, I guess, and the pandemic came, and so yeah.
So how many instruments do you play that you know how to play? I know you're a bass player because I played with you.
Yeah.
A fantastic bass player, by the way.
Thank you, sir. I play bass, guitar. I don't want to play drums when Jordan is there and when you're there.
When you're
I don't even
there.
want to try. I try to play keyboard, and I used to be in the Salvation Army brass band. I played cornet.
Sweet. I never knew that.
And that's it. And I can sing.
Yeah, that's definitely an instrument.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Bobby? Keep it short and sweet.
Short and
But
sweet.
we got you in
Talking
the
about my height again. Man.
We're actually talking about the Cardi B snacks you bought me earlier.
Oh, well, you're looking a little thin, you know.
I guess so.
They put some more junk in that trunk, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, winter's coming.
More GMOs. I've been around the Lancaster area all my life, except for a short window in the middle of the 90s where I went down to Maryland. But other than that, everything has been up here, and I just these guys started when they're young. I started when I was 17 and was playing out live full time when I was 19. And it was actually not a good thing, I don't think, per se, because everything kind of shut down. And I didn't know what to do because I wasn't experienced enough. So I kind of had to fumble around for a while, you know, until I found my way, you know. And then I went away and came back, and then I started doing a lot of freelance work. I played with a lot of different people, emergency calls, whatever. I became like this guy that, wow, if you can't find somebody to do it, he'll do it. He'll do something. You know,
I definitely enjoyed playing with you. We've been playing. I've known you for over 20 years.
Well,
yeah, on and off. Yes, I miss those days of playing every night.
Yeah.
Man, I never had to practice. You know, it's like
Yeah,
playing all
that's
the
why
time,
we're here,
playing
man. We're
2-3
trying to
weeks at one
get it
place,
out
man.
there.
It was like crazy.
Well,
And then
Emmanuel, how would you describe the music that you typically create? Like, what's your process in writing, and what kind of what style do you think?
First of all, I think it's just music. Just music. But if I have to describe it, like, to use words, like specific words, it's just like a mix of the music that I'm exposed to being in this country, and other people will call it like music, the Westerns music, pretty much, or everybody have got, you know, their own way of calling it. But I just guess like the new CD that I've been working on, not out yet, many of the songs are in English, by the way, because I
So
just
you're working on a new album. Do you have any albums out currently?
I got an EP, like we did with a wonderful keyboard player. His name is Connor Rower, Jordan Davis, and the sound engineer is called Dan Jamison.
No, I know
Oh,
Dan.
yeah, we
He's
know
a good buddy of
Dan.
mine.
Yeah,
Yeah, and there was another guy that worked with us, Fred Pellegrini.
I know
yeah.
Fred.
Oh, yeah, Fred.
Yeah, he's the one that did all the mixing and stuff. So, yeah,
I gotta hear that album.
You have to. I think I have one in my car. I can hand it to you. So, yeah.
So what's next for you guys?
Yeah.
Hard to
Man.
predict these days.
Yeah, that's.
But we've been
What have you been working on since this pandemic? Are you writing?
we've been very blessed to be playing at Springgate for the past
Oh yeah.
5 months.
Yes.
And they have a big space up there. I was up there. Yeah, I like it up there.
We've been like the first band that actually started the place that you saw at Springgate.
Hmm.
They kind of asked around, and we were not busy at the time.
Hmm.
We were like, okay. But since then, we've been like constantly playing there every Saturday.
Single week.
Every single
For
week.
like 2-3 months.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But I think this pandemic, I don't look at it as a downfall. I look, everything happens for a reason, I believe, and I think it's bringing people closer, and it's giving us opportunities to look at what's important in life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the music's getting strong. We understand how important music is in our lives because it's taken away, and it's. I think music's gonna come out stronger, and I feel like all these bands are writing and creating, and we're gonna come out on top when we get through all this. So is there anything that you want to tell your fans?
I'm just very grateful that they can actually pay attention to us and keep on supporting us, because if we didn't love them, we wouldn't be here. So we love them, I love them, and I'm very, very grateful that they can all the time be there. I see them at Springgate. They always come out. I'm talking about the local ones, of course.
And there's fans you don't know about. You think-
And
sometimes you think nobody's watching and listening, and out of the blue, they're like, "Man, I've been following you for 10 some years."
Oh yeah.
But, wow.
And then, yeah.
So what would you say since you guys play at Springgate together so often, what would you say your favorite moment in one of your performances was?
Well, that's an awesome question. I guess. That was cool actually. So, I don't think we hadn't even started playing. We were set up, but we weren't supposed to be playing. And this one lady came from the side. I guess, and Emmanuel was like, "Do you sing?" And I guess she was like, "I do sing." So she started singing this one song. And we just came behind her and we were playing with her. And we had never met this lady, and I never knew the song. I didn't know. I still don't know what song I played. But we played, and it sounded good to me. And she could actually sing. Usually people, when they're like, "Yeah, I sing," it's like, okay. People on American Idol, some of them think they can sing. They're terrible. But she could actually sing pretty well, and we sounded very good. So that was probably my best spontaneous moment of an actual good singer singing and us just following her.
Very cool.
What do you think your favorite performance was in your lifetime?
A lifetime.
Interesting question.
In my lifetime, probably. I'm going to say I love playing musicals, and they're so complex. You have to actually read music. You have to know how to read. And then everything, on the stage, everything's so coordinated. I love musicals. So probably when I did my first we did a musical called Dirty Rotten Scoundrels at East High, and that was the first time I think I learned to read set music that year. I knew how to read normal music for percussion since I started in the 4th grade. Anyway, so we did 4 shows in a night. So I'm going to say that whole section is like I was most proud of that because I learned how to read the music, which is still similar to what I was reading, percussion music, and it was just so fun. And we won the best. They have this award show at Hershey Theater. For the high schools, and our high school actually won best musical out of like Hershey and all these other schools. And East is like, we usually do good musicals, but Hershey usually is like the musical school who always wins. And we won like so many awards that night, and that was great. So that was probably Dirty Rotten Scoundrels at East High. That was my favorite performance.
So, which famous musicians do you admire?
A bunch of them.
Yeah.
If I have to name a few, can I name even those that died, right?
Mm-hmm. You can.
Yeah. Whitney Houston.
Yeah, Whitney.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys know Richard Bonner?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, bass player.
Yeah, bass player. George Benson.
Benson, yeah, of course.
Marcus Miller.
Marcus Miller. Oh yeah.
Oh, Marcus Miller, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, of course, everybody loves Beyonce. I do love Beyonce.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are many musicians that I do appreciate and love.
Oh yeah.
If I have to mention like everybody, we'll sleep here.
Right.
Yeah, it'll be about as long as a CVS receipt. Yeah, I get it. What about you, man?
That's an awesome question. There's a lot, but I do have, with regards to drummers, if that counts.
Sure.
Well, it should count.
You should.
We count
should.
it.
Yeah.
We count it.
You should.
I like Thomas Pridgeon, Robert Seawright, who has played with Snarky Puppy, and he's been playing for so long. When I was a kid, he was playing. He did some gospel albums, which is all I was allowed to listen to at a certain point. I don't know. There's so many drummers. Ronald Bruner Jr. And I like Corey Henry. He's a good keyboardist. I like Eldar Jangaroff. He's also a keyboardist. Very good. I just love people who are very good at their instruments. Because, when you see them play, it's like, this is definitely what they should be doing.
Right.
And that's pretty much any musician. Anyone who can sing really well. People who are like made to play this instrument. They're made to sing. Or they were created to do this specific thing. It's just nice to see people who are excellent, do what they're good at. Victor Wooten and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So while we're on that topic of things that you can see,
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about the whole idea of how you feel the internet has impacted like music in general, and that can go as far as you looking at these artists that you care about online, or like people that you like to follow and things like that.
How has it impacted it? Well, yeah, the internet is interesting. It's good and bad. How is it bad, you say? Well, I think it's so easy to see someone who's like 10 or 6 being so much better than you at your instrument.
Like, how do they have so much time to do this?
I should just stop playing. That's how I have felt sometimes. And it's like, I had a drum teacher who was like, he said, only you can be the best version of you. Mm-hmm. Basically, no one's going to play like you because no one is you. Mm-hmm. That's basically the gist.
Right.
So it can be demoralizing to see a lot of really good people who are so young. And you're kind of old. I'm only 25, so I'm still kind of young. But still, even me, it's like, wow, to see a toddler already so advanced in his talent is just, wow.
I knew like certain chops that I worked on took me like 15 to 20 years, and then I see these kids that weren't even alive for 8 years. I'm like, how, what do you do? Like, practice when you sleep?
Exactly.
The internet impacting the music industry and stuff. There is a lot to talk about.
Yeah, streaming music is its own debate. Some artists feel like, they can pay one fee, I guess, and listen to all my music forever. And apparently the artist gets some sort of compensation if they have a number of listens, but it doesn't seem like it's like enough that I have seen. Just that whole streaming thing with these artists is just weird. That's why I still try to buy music when I can. I'm not going to admit that I have stolen music. What I'm saying is, look,
Careful what you say there.
No. Please, don't come for me, please. Try to, support your artists. Local musicians, it's so easy to say go to local music, but you have to really support them. Even me, when I'm supporting a local musician, I'm playing, but when I'm not playing, I'm just at home because I just love my free time. So, musicians, we can support each other more for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So I wanted to ask you what some of your influences are. That's a question I should have asked you a long time ago.
Well, I'm influenced by just about everything I hear.
Like bus horns and...
Yeah, it's all music, man.
Who do you admire, and who do you like? Some people that like who could somebody listen to that you follow for your style and for your inspiration?
Wow.
I mean, other than you. Yeah.
I don't even record myself. I was like, I'm trying to, I just haven't done it yet. It changes all the time, actually. I get in moods where I'm trying to, just keep it different. I got on a Beatles kick. I was listening to them for, I don't know, like a month or something. Just listening to that. Jazz stuff. Jaco Pastorius, of course, is my main. He changed the way I thought or was thinking about things, and I never really tried to emulate him. More or less, I wanted to his passion that he had for the music, trying to find that. That's to me, that's the biggest thing, and you gotta have that passion to be able to put yourself into it.
Or you're just playing chops like a robot.
Yeah, exactly.
And Carlos Santana is actually a big speaker on that specific thing. He has a whole thing about when he plays with other people. He's like, it's like a sacred thing. You have to really be able to feel and vibe in that passion and that stuff. And
right.
And I know you feel it when you play it, man. Because we sit around and mix all the tracks for hours, and we're like, all right, man, solo this part. How does it sound without the vocals? How does it sound without this?
There's
everything.
Some times tonight where you guys were locking in, and it was just like one sound.
Yeah.
And you've never played with these guys, so that's totally.
Very, very grateful.
That's a spiritual thing, man.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Music is...
Thank you, Andy.
Well, I won't keep you guys too much longer.
In a way.
Is there anything you want to say to the fans watching?
Thank you for watching us. I don't know who. I mean, we have fans.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
you don't know who's watching.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you guys for coming. Whenever you come and see us perform, we really appreciate it. We'll play in front of an audience of 0, but anytime people come to support, it's awesome.
It is.
And it makes you feel like you're actually playing for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You can play for money. I don't want to go too long on this, but sometimes, when you play for money, it's like, this is a job, but, I really should be doing this because I love to do it. Because once things turn into a job, in my opinion, it can kind of get less passioned. And
right.
That's for me, at least for me. Anyway, so thank you for watching us, and it really helps us, get through the music in a serious way.
Awesome.
All right, guys, and if you'd like to donate, the link is down below. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Hey guys, it's Justin
And Jamie.
from Creative Sound Studios Online. We really appreciate you guys tuning in, subscribing, and watching these local artists perform.
We really do this from the bottom of our hearts, and with your support, we can continue to help performing artists and musicians. So if you'd like to donate, there's a donate link on the website. Only give what you can. I really think you're going to enjoy what's coming up. And once again, we thank you.